It's 103.3 Amp Radio. JD, listen, there are rappers that say they have money. There are country artists that say, actually, you know what? Country artists do have money. And
They do.
And then there's this guy, legendary producer, writer, Grammy Award winning.
Thank you.
RedOne, ladies and gentlemen, is in the studio. Hey, man, what a pleasure to have you in the building, man.
Thank you. What a pleasure to be here.
Hey, it's funny when I was doing, research on everyone you've worked with and all the songs you've been a part of.
Yeah.
You have like pages that put the artists and the songs in alphabetical order. Like that's how poppin' RedOne has been.
Thank you, brother.
Do you know how to say no?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I know how to say no. I mean, no is the most powerful thing, So it's like when you say yes, you have to mean it and you have to do it good. So to keep the level, So that's how it's been for me. Like I always been a fan to every artist, Even before they became known, I became a fan to deliver the best. So it's great.
So that's definitely part of your process, I would think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
To love the artist, to really see something, be inspired, get a vision of a sound of everything, to see it all the way, and that inspires me to deliver the best I can. So and that's how everything happened.
I'm curious to see who's inspired you the most then.
I mean, every artist has their own thing. I remember when I met Gaga, at that time she didn't have a deal. She was just a girl that's like, my manager told me, please meet her for 5 minutes, because she's a good artist and she's a good writer. If you don't like her as an artist, at least she can write with you because she's an incredible lyricist and writer. So I went and met her and I felt something special. So that's one of the things that got me excited and I felt like, okay, this girl is something different. So, and then she reminded me of another artist that I used to be a huge fan of from Sweden, and that got me inspired to do that kind of thing one more time. I didn't do the first one, but it got me inspired to create something incredible with this Gaga that became the biggest thing on earth.
Yeah, Gaga's that forever money, without a doubt. Like that's the forever money.
I mean, that's an incredible blessing for sure.
Right.
It's and we made history, great songs that are gonna last forever. And I always was praying to God to bring me something. Of course, I can make hits like for a lot of artists, but with Gaga was special because I've been on the process of creating something that made history. And I was praying for that, like, to find that girl or that artist that could change the world, And I am responsible for that. So Gaga was for me that thing, absolutely. So
without a doubt. And producers these days are actually, they're on the forefront just as much as the artists as far as getting credit. Like, for example, the other day, the Migos dropped, like their track list of just producers that they worked with on their upcoming album.
Yeah.
Is it like kind of long overdue? Are you upset that that's happening now because like your track listing was like also way back then too?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's never been recognized. Like only the industry people knew it. But really, I mean, for us in a way, like that's what we do. Like that's what I did before. Like I used to just. I get happy when I see the artist succeeding, and the artist is the product that sells your art. You know what I mean? So in a way, Gaga becoming the biggest thing, or Enrique, or J-Lo with my songs. That was kind of enough for me, like because I was happy to have a number one in 81 countries with "On the Floor" or whatever song. So in a way, I was happy. But of course, when you get recognition, it's great. I even had it on the RedOne Convict.
Yeah, you don't even need the tags that producers have. You make the singer say, you're like, yo, I'm not even gonna write it with you until you sing my name before the song starts.
It was funny, like because I was inspired by Akon because Akon meant a lot to me in my life. He helped me a lot, when I was starting and stuff like that. So. And Akon would sing convict music, and I loved how he used that thing, to sing a brand, and I was like, okay, RedOne, that's how it became the thing. And then artists later on, they all wanted to sing it, so it became this thing, Rivers thing. So
it was so stupid because I remember how I remember that is Sean Kingston when he was like RedOne, and that's how I remember it.
Yeah.
It's stupid. No one's laughing here, but that's yeah. All right, so I gotta congratulate you because your single Boom Boom 100 million views plus
on
YouTube, which is crazy, man.
It is crazy. We haven't even started the radio, and people are loving it all over the world, and it's like 100 million. It was yesterday, 100 million. So,
How'd you celebrate? Did you celebrate?
Honestly, just thanks God. Like thank you God for everything. Because we're just starting. I feel like now that we're doing radio, it's just now it's starting. But of course, to see people loving it is going crazy. We just dropped it like a few months ago, and now it's 100 million. And I'm blessed to have Daddy Yankee, who's the king of reggaeton, and I'm a big fan. French Montana on the song. We all know who French is, and Dinah Jane from Fifth Harmony. So it was a great team working together, and we did a video in Morocco.
I know. And you know what? I got to commend you because you had some people that are really big on social media in the video.
Yeah.
So you're like you're integrating, kind of where the times are now. You had, like Leanne V and Don Benjamin and D Storm. You had all these people.
Amanda Cerny. All of them, yeah. I mean, they are my friends, and they love the song, and they wanted to go to Morocco to experience something.
Of course they wanted to go to Morocco, RedOne.
Yeah. So it was very special. I brought everybody there. We had like a nice time, and so it was really, really special experience. And we went to a few cities in Morocco. And, I am originally Moroccan. I am Moroccan. So I wanted to show the world how beautiful Morocco is for people to discover it. So it was a great thing. It was a really beautiful thing.
And I want you to talk about working with Dinah Jane because each member are kind of doing their thing now.
Yeah.
Obviously, Camila showing her talents. Number one album in the country, number one song.
Beautiful.
Lauren did a track with Aoki.
Yeah.
Ali is coming out with a single, I believe, this Friday. Talk about working with Dinah. Could you see, how what makes her special, in her own ways?
I mean, her personality and her voice.
She's from the Bay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And her and her family, they are incredible. It's like they all came to my studio. When
you were recording the song, the whole fam came to the studio.
Yeah. The sisters, the father. It was a beautiful, beautiful experience. And I just we just had a meeting at first to just talk about music and what we can do together. And I played her the song. She loved it. And I was like, oh my God. And she was like, maybe I should try it. I was like, yes, please try it. So, and at first it was just her, just French Montana on the record. And I was like, oh, it'll be cool with her in French, And she jumped on in the vocal booth and she did an incredible job. I was like, oh my God, that's it. You are on the record, if you want. She was like, I would love to. Oh my God. And she's just a beautiful person, beautiful artist, and great energy. This is exactly what I look for, to have fun and to be inspired. And then she's a true inspiration too. So I'm very blessed to have her.
And you're such a legendary producer and writer. Take us through the process, of people who don't get to see that side of you when it comes to the studio. You're obviously a positive person. You're looking for those positive vibes.
Absolutely.
You feed off of those vibes. And you could tell that from your records. You know what I mean? Your records make people feel good.
Yes, absolutely.
Take us through the process of how you're making these songs. Like, what do you have to? What kind of mode do you have to be in? Do the lights got to be out? Like, do you got to bring in the whole fam like Dinah Jane did? Like, what is that for you?
Every time is different. But the most important thing is to be inspired by the artist. If the artist because I'm a positive person. It's just a fact. I want to have fun in the studio. I want to remember great moments. So if the artist is with me on the same level. And in terms of wanting to do this, having fun, because sometimes it happens to where an artist comes and you feel like they don't want to be in the studio. And I don't do the session. I interrupt the session because I cannot be suffering doing music because that's not what we're
what's the point?
Exactly. We should be blessed. We should be happy doing what we do. So when the artist, they bring that thing to me, that's music comes. It just comes with the most easiest way, It's just like, and sometimes I'm just happy or just feeling good at home. I just bring my guitar. I usually start with the guitar. A lot of times I write my songs with the guitar, just dance with the guitar started.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So that energy is important to me. If I'm at home or with the artist, it's got to be great energy. And when I'm alone, then I control my energy. So I just start playing and coming up with melodies and stuff like that. So I do the music and melodies first, and then lyrics after. And
do you what was I gonna say? How has your sound, do you think, changed since you started? How has it changed to now?
My sound is always gonna keep changing, because I am as a producer. I don't consider myself have a sound, even though people tend to take you to a specific sound. Because when I did Shakira, or I did Wine Up with Cataluna, or I did some RBD from Latin America, stuff like that, people thought I was a Latin producer. He's that kind of reggaeton. This is like I'm talking 15 years ago, or even 10 years ago when I did Wine Up, you know? So I would there, RedOne is like this tropical Latin producer. And then I met Gaga, and I was like, I can make something that's could be fresh, like an electro kind of weird dance music sound, which was not popular here, you know. And so I dare to do stuff that people don't think might work, you know. And it's always evolving. I did rock forever, so I'm a rock producer too. So it's like what's important to me is the song, and then I can dress it however I want because I'm a real producer. I'm a real musician. I can do anything.
It's, you know, I feed off of people like you because you know what I think creates your longevity is your passion.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can obviously tell you're like psychotic about this. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes,
this
bro.
is a
Thank you.
genuine passion for you. I'm calling you DJ RedOne from now on, man, because the longevity, bro. Can we get this man's scarf? Where's the scarf that he brought in, man? Show this scarf to the camera, okay?
Yeah.
Like
This is
DJ RedOne is out here, okay?
bread one.
DJ
It has to be with
RedOne.
bread, like, you know, so. Yeah, this is my scarf. This is my lucky scarf.
Just stunned. All right, RedOne. Hey, it's been a pleasure
Thank you,
having you
brother.
here, man.
Thank
Check
you.
out the single "Boom Boom."
Yes.
And RedOne. I mean,
And
genius.
thank you for the support, brother. Thank
Of
you.
course,
Thank you.
anytime. Samp Radio.
Thank you.